Welcome to Bleav in Falcons. As always, I'm Ovie Mughelli. That's Michael Turner. We're here celebrating, a bit late, but we're here celebrating a Falcons win in Arizona against the Cardinals. We were the better bird that day, Mike. I had a chance to do the Falcons flyaway, team bus, team plane, team hotel, and we won. It's the first Falcons flyaway I've been a part of in my 3 years doing it that I've won, and you've been part of the flyaways and never won. So it was a momentous occasion. And my gosh, that flight was a long flight to have been a loser and have to kind of be quiet and not be too loud and you're not, be able to celebrate. But no, we had a good time. We were also tired because it was late, but we enjoyed ourselves, Mike. So Falcons now are 5-9.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Going to the Super Bowl. They're going. But that was a good win,
Here
man.
you go. Here you go.
What are your thoughts?
It's nice to win back-to-back games. That's been rare. That's been rare this year, and I just like the business approach that this team looked like they had Sunday. They looked like a team that knew what they were doing.
Yep.
And then we found a different way to win. So instead of finding a different way to lose. So we brought back on offense. We brought that 1-2 punch that we've been begging for all season long with the Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson.
50-50 like split almost, like 16
Yeah,
yards.
it was 16.
We've been asking that forever.
Right down, like, wow. I didn't ask for it to be that much, but just I would like to see him working the game plan a little bit more. But that looked good. We were just like nice and controlled offense. It was great on third down, going 50%. It just looked good. We just looked good all around, man. That was rare that we looked so good. And it had a comfortable win, just start to finish, beat this team from start to finish. You might be a little scared at the Cardinals getting their last final drive there, being down 7, but I wasn't worried. I wasn't nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous, Mike. I was there, and I was with these wonderful Falcons fans, all the suite holders and season ticket holders, and a lot of them have been there with me years past. And we're like, oh God, like we can't get comfortable. Like we're like at the end of the game when we had that fourth down mishap where I don't know what number 89 was doing, Charlie Werner, and Kirk had him motion across, and they all ran together. It was like a bad news bear. It was so cringeworthy.
Yeah,
we were this close to getting that first down, keeping the ball, and then we give them a shadow of hope. We give them a bit of hope because we're out here, bumbling and messing up things up. So I was afraid until that great interception by CJ. I want to say CJ Stroud, not CJ Stroud. CJ, what's CJ's name? Help me out, Mike.
Oh man, I don't know CJ's last name.
The guy with the interception. Henderson, sorry, CJ Henderson.
Yeah, that's right.
CJ Henderson, not Stroud. CJ Henderson is a first-round pick a couple years ago, and had been injured, and hadn't been able to be all that he could be. But I think this was his first game playing defense, first defensive snaps. Came in there and trying to help replace the Mike Hughes. Yeah. And had a big play. And I watched some of the video of what happened in the locker room. And it was just great seeing all the team, the players, the coaches rally around CJ and talk about how you never know who's going to step up. You never know who's going to be that guy. And we've been waiting for people. We talk about it can't be the Bijan show and the Bijan show and every now and then the Drake London show and the Bijan show. We need somebody else to step up. He stepped up, and it was great because we got out of the desert with a W, despite some mishaps, despite getting a field goal blocked by former Falcon. Gosh, now I'm getting the defensive tackle, big guy, played 18 years. Calais Campbell. Thank you. See, having a Rodney Harrison moment. Deer headlights. But yeah, Calais Campbell. He blocked the field goal. We had a couple of situations where we just couldn't do the right thing, couldn't convert as much as we wanted to, even though we converted better. And we were down 10-0 in the beginning, and we were just like, dear Lord, not again. So it wasn't a perfect game, but for a Falcons team that's been up and down, this was a great game for our team to show that they're still in it, they're still fighting, and they want Raheem back.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like these guys are gonna be back next year. And they keep playing like this, playing solid football. limited mistakes, and just, like I said, they look polished out there, and I don't know, just this offense, man. I'm just confused sometimes how can we be so different from week in and week out than how we started off, And we've been begging for the stuff that they're doing now. We've been talking about it from the beginning of the season, like stop being in a pistol every down, like we need to run the play actions from under center and stuff like that. Get Talajur some more carries. It's like now is things starting to come together, So hopefully they build up, like get Kyle Pitts more involved, like we just guys are looking good, man. They're looking good. I wish we'd had this early in the season, but I'm not gonna complain too much now. It's like
I will.
Maybe they learned something. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they learned something that can carry on to next year.
Yeah, again, Bleav in Falcons presented by FanDuel. We were wrong about I think the FanDuel odds were something around over under like 40 something. We didn't quite get to that, but we were favored by 2.5 points, won by much more than that. So FanDuel was kind of right about that. But here's the thing that we gotta give the man his flowers. Bijan Robinson, 2,000 yards from scrimmage, to able to eclipse that, and I think it's the third Falcon to ever do that. Right. And there's one play, I think the third drive, it was a Bijan left, Bijan right, Bijan up the middle, and touchdown. Right. So Bijan is, as we know, such a amazing weapon, such a dynamic running back. I mean, guys, he's no Michael Turner, but like since Michael Turner, Bijan is one of the most explosive backs out there, and it makes people just kind of feel a certain way that we're not taking advantage of his best years. I mean, that's a great game he had. That was a fantastic outing. I mean, his numbers are stacking up to be, he can break every record besides to stay here if we keep him. That's the thing. We're going to have to pay this guy, and there are teams that will pay him twice as much. Look at an arm and a leg and a portion of the team to get Bijan here. Now, God willing, he stays healthy, but he's such a player to be able to have in the holster for us to be shooting these blanks for meaningless games. So as much as we enjoy watching Bijan, as much as we like watching him do things that seem to be contrary to how the human body operates, it's all for naught. It's all just for good feels and hoping the coaches come back next year and for fans to be entertained. And I feel like that's a very hollow way to use one of the best or one of the greatest running backs in the NFL right now.
Yeah, man, you brought some doom and gloom there, didn't you?
I'm just saying it's the truth. Bijan's great, but what does that mean, Mike? What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything for us.
Yes, it does. It's like
no, it doesn't, Mike. No, it doesn't.
We don't have to go to his contract year right away, but what I'm saying,
it's around the corner.
But it's like we're building something. One guy is ahead of development than the other guys. The other guys got to come along with them. We're a young football team. These guys, we can all gel together, get that right mesh. We can be special. But on the flip side, we don't want this to be a Barry Sanders situation. Where this guy is just a good running back on the team, and they never go to the playoffs or anything like that. He gets those rare appearances in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to build a team that's going to be in the playoffs year in and year out, like we were. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we'll get there, but they're looking a little bit better. Just on these last two games, they're looking a little bit sharper, a little crisper. I ain't gonna say that because the 19 penalties was last week or whatever.
Yeah, they're sharper than last week because this week, they didn't have the penalties. It wasn't not 19 penalties. They had a couple here and there. Yeah. But they didn't have one of those just we don't care games. Seemingly we don't care because you can't have penalty after penalty after penalty and take turns having penalties if you really care about this game. Like if you are serious about being a professional at this level, you just have a certain level of respect for your teammates, for your coaches, for yourself, to where you're not putting the team in positions to where we can lose a game solely off of your just not inadequacy, but your lack of attention to detail. So that bothered me last game. The fact that we won against the Bucs with that, we talked about last week. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but this game, less penalties, we were more dialed in. And we be better on third down. We were 7 of 14 on third down, and our boy Kyle Pitts was a big part of that. Didn't have the legacy game. He didn't have the Hall of Fame game. But Kyle Pitts was catching footballs at big third downs, caught a touchdown, and he was the reliable big man with that wingspan that we've been asking for forever. So we asked about, was last week a fluke, or is Kyle Pitts here to stay as a consistent contributor to this offense? So I like what I saw.
Yeah, so like our offense gets different every week. They find different ways to move them around and different combos and to get them open. And another guy I want to give a shout out to is Jesse Bates. Remember I was saying we have been hearing from him lately. But he was about there, brought some energy in the beginning of the game, when he was making them plays. He was like bringing the defense along, like being a leader out there with his body language, which was the actions. He's out there making plays, and that stepped up for everybody else too. And like I said, we're looking better. We're looking better. It has a different look to them. I see more excitement out there on the football field. We're not just blah. We got guys out there that's hustling and playing hard, and trying to make plays out there, and that's a good thing. And it's coming from all over. So it's just a great thing.
No, I love it. Jesse Bates, again, one of the greatest deeks out there in the league right now. Jesse was jaw jacking with Trey McBride. Their little white knight, their tight end, who's the big deal.
Yeah.
And he's second in the league right now, so he is a pretty big deal. But he was talking trash. Jesse was throwing it back because Jesse's more mild mannered. And when he started doing that, like you talked about it, the whole defense started bucking up, started bowing up. Said, all right. So what we doing? It's one of these games, and I loved it. I loved it, right?
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. We need that, and we have been having that this year. We showed flashes of it early in the year. We was getting all those sacks and all defense. Yeah, that's we was like, oh man, we're special. We're this, we're that. Then during the losing streak, it kind of like dumbed down a little slightly. Defense was playing good for the most part. Our offense didn't catch up with our defense this year, and that's what ultimately cost us the season actually.
Yeah, no, I agree. But it was Devon Diablo had a good game, breaking up passes against McBride. Brandon Dorless, was having a really great season. I think he has like 8 sacks now. He has almost like more sacks than Grady Jarrett had his whole career here in like 2 years. Dorless needs to get better on the against the run. But I just love the fact that we're having guys step up. Arnold Ebiketie, be getting great pressures, has as many sacks as he's want, but still had a good key sack. As excited as we are about them getting to the quarterback, the run defense was not good, Mike. It was not good at all. They had all their top backs were gone. James Conner, Trey Benson, Bam Knight, all their 1, 2s, and 3s. Their 4, 5s, and 6s ran all over us. Like they were getting 5 yards a carry, Mike. Like I get it. We want to stop Jacoby Brissett, but to have Michael Carter, Amari DeMarcado, and Corey Kinner running behind that line that's got injuries, and we're just getting like Swiss cheese. They're running wherever they want to, and guys are missing tackles, bouncing off. I'm like, all right, as we prepare for next year, can we please clean up this? Because we love our defense. We love how excited, great they are getting to the quarterback. But if we can't stop the run, we're not winning any games next year, Mike.
Right. Yeah, that's the one of the things that you got to have. You got to have a good run defense to make your pass rush, say kind of more effective. You get them in more third and long situations. We can't have our defense being a third and short. That used to be a problem. Like we there's no pass rush because the ball's getting out quick. 1, 2, 3, ball's gone. So that's what I was problems last year. But we want to keep this defensive side of we got to patch some things up. Guys need to learn how to plug them holes, stay in their lanes, and not get pushed around. I hope we're not too light up front. I hope that's not the one of those signs. But other than that, we'll get better. We'll get better. We're some young bucks. Young bucks got to learn how to run. You know what I'm saying? They got to learn to do things too. They ain't gonna have the total package coming on out of college or whatever.
No, you're right. No, I get it. And it feels good, regardless of us nitpicking here and there, that we were able to bring it all together and get a win. So I'm gonna tell Falcons fans, enjoy the win. Enjoy the win. We have nothing to play for, but Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, the whole week is better when the Falcons win. So let's kind of bring it all together for 2 more games. We're finishing out at home. We got the Monday Night Football against the Rams. Puka, whatever his last name is, and then we got the Saints. We finish up with the Saints, and this will be a testament because no one's expecting us to beat the Rams, but what if we do? What if we show out and show up? I mean, I really feel like, anyways, Mr. Blake's he's bringing back Raheem and the team. Maybe that's just me trying to project my feelings onto the situation. But if we beat the Rams and we beat the Saints, there's no doubt, or at least we put forth the effort that's needed. So I'm excited about how we can finish the season with 4 wins in a row. We were talking about 7, like a while back. 7 wins in a row. Right. 7 wins in a row, and then everything fell apart.
Now I have hope we can win another one again. I know what I'm saying. I have hope. Other times earlier this season, I was like, no, we can't win back-to-back games. We're too inconsistent. Like and it was the teams that we were just looking horrible. We were just looking horrible on offense. I just had, you know what, man? To bring that home, he's like Kirk Cousins is looking good. He doesn't look like he's being injured or anything like that. As long as he can command that room and command that team, and they follow him, I don't know. He might be starting next year. That could be talk to that next year. We could be in that situation.
Yeah, I think the best thing for us to do, because Kirk gives us a chance to win, and no knock on Penix, but if he threw one more pass while within those hashes and got intentional grounding, I'm like, the first, second time we get it, it's a rookie mistake. The third, fourth, fifth time, come on, Michael. There's certain, I get they're all rookie mistakes, even though it's second year, his first year playing. But like with Kirk, those rookie mistakes matter. Sometimes you only have one mistake away from losing the game. So with Kirk, at least you're not going to get those rookie mistakes because he's been in the NFL forever. And though his interception was tipped, wasn't really his fault, and he wasn't perfect, but he gave us more than enough to win a game. And that's what we need our quarterbacks to do. Like, if you don't have a good run game, then you got to find a way to fire it up. Be throwing bullets, put the ball in the string. But because we have a great run game, just don't mess it up. Our QB,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we don't
throw to open guys.
We don't ask them to do much, and that's a good thing. That's why let's take advantage of the 1-2 punch we got back there, and really crank it up, and really go downhill on these guys and find different ways to get Bijan the football. But what about that pass to was it to Jake Matthews? Who was the lineman?
Oh my gosh, it was Jake Matthews. It was. Yeah. We talk about Jake Matthews' most reliable.
I wanted him to get that touchdown so bad. Oh my God, Kirk just a little bit too high. Kirk was under pressure. He couldn't get the ball down. And I would have loved for Jake Matthews to have a touchdown, man.
He had one in his career.
I was like, damn.
I feel like he has one, Mike. He might have one somewhere, sometime. Who knows?
Who knows? But whatever it is, you love to see a lineman, get their chance of glory.
Right through his hands, Mike. Right through his hands. Slow motion.
I was laying that on Kirk, man. He had to jump. First of all, he's already running the route, and then you want to ask him to jump in the air
while turning around and fading away.
Right.
So I was talking.
That's a little bit hard to do. I'm not going to blame Jake for that.
Yeah, no, he could hit right here in the numbers. Yes, that's where you got to aim for linemen and sometimes fullbacks. I like it here, but I can catch it around here. I got proof. Yeah. I got a radius.
Yeah.
But Mike, we're gonna go and get out of here. Thank y'all for sticking with us. We got 2 games left, and we'll see what happens after that. But for now, y'all believe in Falcons, and we'll believe in y'all.